Hey everyone, welcome back to Go Kick Me, your favorite news and reviews channel for all things crowdfunding here on YouTube. So before we start, I am not at home right now. I'm actually on the road for work. As you can see, I'm in a hotel room in Jakarta right now. So sorry in advance for the sound and the light and the picture being a little bit off, but hopefully I'll be so small in the corner you won't even notice. So today we're going to talk about a really quick video, hopefully. A really quick introduction to the ARC Ultimate Minimal Dimmable LED Bulb. Minimalist design, maximum efficiency. ARC is a dimmable statement LED light bulb tested in space. Okay, I'll try to do a minimal version of this. Basically, they've raised $80,000 over a $25,000 goal, so it's like 3.5 times already. 20 days to go. This group has actually done multiple projects before. Their previous one, this is one of the previous ones, it's actually pretty cool. It's called the Flyte levitating light, which is basically like, I don't know, uses magnetic levitation and induction to charge, and it's got a little rotating LED that sort of levitates. Pretty cool. Probably cool at night too. That was 2016, so a year and a change ago. Their new project is basically a dimmable LED bulb that looks like what is known as an Edison incandescent bulb. So I will skip over the space stuff for a moment, but basically it has a kind of a glowing filament, imitation filament in here. And so you can see actually when it's lit up in interiors, it actually looks pretty nice. Looks a lot like those vintage antique Edison incandescent bulbs that you can see them in like restaurants and bars and stuff for mood lighting. Actually looks really nice and retro, especially with a nice big glass bulb. So here's a modern version. It's LED, so it's much more efficient. And this one is actually made out of polycarbonate, I think, so it's actually much more durable, so your cat won't get burnt and it won't break it. And it's dimmable. Okay, so it's not just an on-off LED switch kind of thing. So price-wise, here's where we started getting in trouble. $34. Retail price $39. They had a $29 super early birds already finished. And then they got packs of 2, packs of 3, yada, yada, yada. They have one that comes with their designer light socket that hangs down on a wire. $89. So that's $55 for this and $34 for that, I guess. Yeah. Are you thinking where I'm going with this? That's quite expensive. And you could actually buy the one that they sent up into space, but it's already bought out, 500 bucks. So let's talk about the bulb itself. Let's not talk about the space because it's kind of actually a waste of time. 2200 Kelvin temperature, which is nice. I'm guessing this is basically just like a clear plastic tube that the light sort of glows in, and maybe it's colored, or maybe it's just the LED is colored, but it looks good. It looks kind of, especially from far away, it looks like the real things do. But yeah, this is basically their $55 designer Swedish black metal light socket, screw-in type light socket. Okay, so let's talk about the stats on this thing. 4 watts, that's nice. It's LED, it's low power. 30,000 hours lifetime, which they claim is like 14 years of lifetime, depending on 6 hours a day or something like that. 2200 Kelvin, as I mentioned, screw-in light bulb. Okay, dimmable, and here's the key one: 90 lumens. It says 90 lumens here. 90 lumens is not that bright. You can get 60-watt light bulbs. Old school incandescent bulbs are like 400 lumen and above. So this one is way lower. Looks nice big glass thing. They actually give the dimensions here. I think this is like 7 inches long. You can see in the video the guy's holding it. Supposed to be shipping by June. So let's get to the brass tacks. Okay, so first of all, their video looks nice, but it actually spends time talking about this other weird kind of side project they did where they put one of these things on a rig with a weather balloon and they launched up into the upper atmosphere. Hey, these guys don't look Scandinavian.
We used to send things up into space. Now that we've got into making crazy levitating light bulbs, we thought we want to send something from Flyte up into
So they put on a balloon in the Arctic Circle somewhere, and yeah, they literally waste like the main 3 minutes of the video talking about how they lost it, the GPS died, this guy found it, and this ice fisherman found it in the middle of the lake or something, and told them where to pick it up, or brought it back to them. Oh, that's awesome, they got it back. And it, oh, by the way, it survived the fall from space, which is, I guess, when the balloon deflates. It came down 100,000 feet or whatever and survived the fall. Actually, really, you know, it's the terminal velocity of the balloons and all that stuff. It's not really falling. The first 1,000 feet or the first 100 feet is what matters, and the rest of it basically doesn't matter. You could drop it from the tall building; it would be basically the same impact, and it landed in the snow. So, you know, what the heck? Not really a crash test. And it's a freaking LED bulb, so it's not like there's a fragile filament in it. So anyway, yeah, it looks nice. The guy holds it up. You can see sort of some real world things.
Bars and cafes and homes all around the world.
Our LEDs last 30,000 light hours, so that's 14 years.
Did you notice they redubbed that? Because I guess they changed the math. Yeah, here you can see the guy holding.
It's been up to space. As much as we'd love to keep it, we do plan on letting one lucky backer take it home.
So somebody actually did buy this thing for $500 for the one that went into space. It went on ride on a balloon, actually a real balloon. But yeah, that's not worth $500 to me. But let's talk about price now. Let's really talk about price. If you just used Kickstarter in a vacuum and you just saw this and you thought it's cool, okay, yeah, I love that. It's a cool, awesome idea. Oh my God, it looks like one of those vintage light bulbs. I'll totally back that. I want to support that. That would be fine, and apparently a lot of people do that, but no, I think the key thing is to just fucking use Google, use Amazon, look at what else is available. There's actually dimmable vintage Edison LED light bulbs, 6 watts, so it's not 4 watt, it's 6 watt, slightly less efficient, I suppose. 30,000 hours, lamp life, dimmable, and LED also. And oh, by the way, looks actually kind of maybe better. Looks more like the old school one. And a pack of 6 for $30. Yow. So yeah, that's $5 each, and it's from Amazon, so you can get it like in 2 days or whatever. And oh, by the way, 350 lumens, not 90 lumens, but it's dimmable, so it actually can be 90 lumens, but it can also be 350 lumens. Yeah, so you can get pretty damn good looking light bulbs for the same, basically the same specs, but actually much brighter. You know, it can do everything the other one can do. I mean, basically, if you dim it, I think it uses the same amount of energy. So yeah, if I run this thing at 20% of brightness, does that mean they use only 20% of the power, which means it would be like 1.2 watts, I guess, which is less than the 4 watts of the arc. I'd have to do the math on that. I'd have to double check if it scales linearly. But oh, look at what else you can buy. Amazon's great, right? They got everything. 6-pack of actual incandescent bulbs, vintage style lights, amber warm, dimmable, also dimmable, 60 watts. 6-pack here is only $18.95, right? So it's basically $3 each, $3 and change, $3.16 each. And these also apparently last 30,000 hours. And this one is, I think it says it down here somewhere. It's up to 780 lumens. Hello. So if I run this one at 10% of 60 watts, 60 watt bulb, so that means they're using 6 watts, and it's also basically something like 70 lumens, so it's almost as bright or brighter, almost as efficient as the other one. And I know with these things, with incandescent bulbs, if you run them at super low power, they last fucking forever, right? There's some light bulb in New Jersey that's been on for 130 years because it's like a 1 watt bulb or something. They don't die out if you keep them from being shaken and whatnot, and you don't put too much heat through them, and you don't switch them on and off. So yeah, there you go. Why would you pay $34? And why the fuck would you pay, pardon my French, why the fuck would you pay $55 for a fucking light socket? I haven't even searched for light socket, but I guarantee you they don't cost $55, even if they're not made out of Swedish black metal or whatever, Scandinavian black metal. So yeah, that's a big turn off for me. Sorry guys, nice video. Looks like you had fun sending this thing to space. Space. But your product, even if it's a crowdfunding one, is still 10 times more than, you know, your suggested retail price, which you listed here. It's like retail price $39. Ain't no fucking way anyone's gonna pay $39 for that when you can get them for $6, $5. And then on top of that, just to put some insult to injury, people here bitching about, apparently they announced the lumens changed from a 350 down to 90 or 70 even. They mentioned 70 here. And people are like, I want my money back if you don't offer it as an option. And why shouldn't you? Because you could get 350 watts, 350 lumens here for less, for actually a pretty cool design too. You know, it's not Scandinavian, but it's probably closer to what Edison actually made. So yeah, there's a lot of unhappy comments mixed in with people just still asking for more information. And they basically said, like, actually 70 lumens is bright for these kind of decorative lights, which is probably true. But then other people pointed out, like, dude, it's fucking dimmable. If it's too light, if it's too dim, then if it's too bright, then I'll make it dimmer. Anyway, so yeah, that's just like twisting the knife a little bit on a thumb. I'll give it a 1 thumbs down. I mean, it seems to work. It does look okay, but just, you know, buyer beware. Google around a little bit before you buy these things or before you pledge them, because yeah, this one is off by a decimal place pretty much on the pricing. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you. If you are from Flyte and you think I totally didn't do you justice, you think I'm you know, trashing you unwarranted, or if I'm being incorrect about anything, please leave a comment below, correct me. If you are from another crowdfunding project and you'd like us to do a review, actually we do get feedback from people a lot, and we appreciate that, and we actually try to help people. So, you know, even if I trash your project here, I'm willing to help you offline as well. So do leave a comment or send us a direct message. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter at GoKickMe. Okay, so I'll try to get some more videos while I'm on the road, but who knows? So that might be it for a couple days until I get back to Hong Kong. But thank you, everyone, and see you next time.